When most people discuss the concept of stopping power, they immediately picture tactical rifles in their minds. But a specific class of unrelenting handguns exists, making those same rifles seem like mere airsoft toys. These are not your grandfather's old six-shooters. They are precision-built beasts forged from decades of ballistic science. These guns are chambered in massive cartridges, specifically designed with enough power to stop a charging elephant. Tonight, we unleash 8 incredible revolvers that actually outmuscle expensive rifles which cost twice their price. German-engineered legends, American iron that spits rifle rounds, and will guns so intimidating, they make even seasoned shooters rethink everything they know about personal firearm power. This is raw, close-quarters dominance, delivered to you in a powerful revolver-style package. The handgun powerhouses. Number 8. The Colt Anaconda. The Colt Anaconda proves that legendary American engineering never really dies. It just comes back, having been reborn with exacting modern precision. Its starting price is $1,699. You are not just buying a simple revolver. You are getting a piece of American firearms heritage. This new gun blends the soul of the original snake gun with today's top-tier manufacturing processes. Built on Colt's beefy I-frame, the Anaconda sports precision machined stainless steel that laughs off all corrosion. It is designed for hard use. Chambered in .44 Magnum, it pushes 240-grain bullets fast, delivering 742 foot-pounds of muzzle energy, more than enough to stop a charging grizzly bear. It can punch clean through automotive glass like it is nothing. The 6-inch barrel hits a sweet spot. It balances velocity and maneuverability, giving control that no rifle can match in tight interior spaces. That iconic full-length underbarrel ejector rod lug is certainly not just for its good looks alone. It is solid reinforcement that keeps this revolver cycling flawlessly for many thousands of powerful rounds. You get an adjustable rear sight and red ramp front sight for precision hits out to 100 yards. Meanwhile, the comfortable Hogue rubber grip effectively soaks up the heavy recoil of those Magnum loads. The double-action trigger breaks at 12 pounds, with a crisp 4-pound single-action pull. This trigger feels like expensive custom shop work. The Anaconda pulls ahead of rifles in versatility. A rifle shooter wrestles a 36-inch gun around corners, or worse, inside a cramped vehicle. The Anaconda has already delivered 6 rounds of hard-hitting .44 Magnum. Cops across the country know. They understand the psychological punch of a big-frame revolver. Men who smirk at rifles suddenly rethink. They rethink their life choices when staring down the massive .429-inch bore of a waiting Anaconda. Number 7. The Korth NXS. From German precision workshops comes a revolver that redefines what mechanical perfection looks like in a handgun. The Korth NXS, from Nighthawk Custom, starts at $5,299. It is German engineering fused with American firepower. The results are nothing short of truly extraordinary. Chambered in .44 Magnum, the NXS has a DLC-coated frame tougher than most rifle barrels. It's paired with a 416R stainless steel barrel, delivering amazing sub-2-inch groups at 50 yards. That 8-round cylinder gives you 33% more firepower than any standard 6-shot will gun available. The 4-inch barrel hits that perfect balance between velocity and handling, weighing in at 55.3 ounces. This revolver has the mass to soak up recoil, sending premium 240-grain loads downrange. The NXS runs on Korth's legendary lock work. Every single trigger is meticulously hand-tuned by experts. It breaks at 2.8 pounds in single action with a double-action pull that is so smooth. It is often described as running your finger through silk. The adjustable rear sight dials in windage. It also adjusts elevation with surgical precision, while the front sight adapts to different bullet weights. What sets the NXS apart from rifles is not just raw power. It is the intimidation factor. This factor comes from German precision. Someone realizes they're staring down a gun that costs more and shoots like a precision rifle. That's psychological warfare before the first shot's fired. With 8 rounds ready, you pack more immediate firepower than most bolt-action hunting rifles. Your instant follow-up shots in double action make those rifles look incredibly slow by direct comparison. This is for shooters who demand rifle-grade accuracy in a package that rides comfortably in a holster. Number 6. The Taurus Raging Hunter 460. Brazilian engineering meets American cartridge supremacy in this revolver. This is a revolver that dishes out rifle-level ballistics for the low price of $1,269. That is less than many guys spend on a single tactical optic. This is not just affordable power. It is a full-on hunting system disguised as a handgun. The .460 Smith & Wesson Magnum pushes a 200-grain bullet at 2,330 feet per second, hitting with a brutal 2,405 foot-pounds. That is more punch than a .30-30 Winchester rifle, and it is coming from a handgun from a 10.5-inch barrel on a gun that weighs just 4 pounds 7 ounces. The massive frame is cut from solid steel billets, with a cylinder almost 2 inches in diameter. This is needed to take the insane pressures. The dual-stage muzzle brake is not just for show. It cuts felt recoil by about 30%, while throwing a blast signature you can hear and feel from a quarter-mile away. The cushion grip insert and recoil-absorbing system keep even full-house loads manageable. The fiber optic front sight and adjustable rear sight let you land hits out to 150 yards. Here's where the Raging Hunter gets downright intimidating. It is convertible. The same revolver that spits out .460 Smith & Wesson Magnum will also chamber .454 Casull and .45 Colt, giving you 3 distinct power levels in one platform. Good luck convincing a guy with a single-purpose rifle that he has that kind of flexibility. The psychological impact of looking down the barrel of something delivering 2,400 foot-pounds is real. Folks instinctively know that whatever is on the receiving end of that shot is completely done. When accuracy matters and concealment counts, the Taurus Raging Hunter 460 brings rifle-grade performance. It delivers this performance in a package no long gun could ever hope to match. Number 5. The Colt Python. The return of the Colt Python is everything Colt ever got right. Now refined with modern machining, and it is available on the market for $1,699. This is not just nostalgia. This is the definitive .357 Magnum revolver, built to perform. It performs in ways that make many modern rifles feel overly complicated and unnecessarily bulky. The Python's legendary accuracy comes from that hand-fitted barrel-to-cylinder fit, which is precision work. Sure, .357 Magnum might sound tame compared to the monster Magnums we have previously covered, but the numbers tell a different story. Premium 125-grain hollow point scream from the 6-inch barrel. They are dumping 583 foot-pounds of energy, which creates an extremely nasty terminal effect. The full-length ejector rod housing adds the rigidity you need for repeatable shot-after-shot accuracy. Where the Python leaves rifles in the dust for defense is in its balance of power and control. The ventilated rib cuts barrel whip. The target hammer and trigger give you a single-action brake that is exceptionally clean at 4.5 pounds. That royal blue finish is not just for looks. It is deep, it is rich, and it shrugs off wear and corrosion better than most rifle coatings. And then there's the intimidation factor. For over 50 years, the Python has been the sidearm of choice for serious professionals who demanded accuracy and reliability without any compromise whatsoever. When somebody catches sight of that distinctive profile, they instantly know they're up against a shooter who chose precision over spray and pray. The psychological edge is instant and overwhelming. Rifles look bulky and mechanical compared to the organic perfection of a Python in trained hands. This gun has shut down more confrontations without firing a shot than most rifles ever will. Number 4. The Ruger Super Red Hawk Alaskan. When Alaska's fish and game officers need a sidearm that can stop a charging grizzly bear at arm's length, they grab this specific Ruger. At $1,499, this is straight-up bear medicine in a compact package that delivers rifle-level punch. The .454 Casull round out of this short beast drives a 250-grain bullet at 1,625 feet per second, smashing out 1,466 foot-pounds of energy, enough to punch through engine blocks. That stubby barrel throws a blinding fireball and concussion wave that's intimidating to anyone within 20 feet. While the Hogue Tamer grip soaks up recoil, the satin stainless finish shrugs off brutal weather. What makes the Alaskan so devastating compared to a rifle is pure speed. While a rifle needs to be shouldered, the Alaskan can send 6 rounds of bone-crushing power fast. Its triple-lock cylinder keeps timing perfect under extreme stress, and the transfer bar safety means no accidental discharges in the middle of a full adrenaline bear charge. The intimidation factor is primal. It is obvious this thing was built to stop the most dangerous animals on planet Earth. Anybody looking down that barrel knows it is engineered to end a grizzly. Full power loads out of this gun produce a muzzle blast so violent it can physically disorient anyone nearby. This gives you a tactical edge that no rifle can touch. The Super Red Hawk Alaskan announces itself. Number 3. The Freedom Arms Model 83. When accuracy matters more than anything. When your life depends on putting a bullet exactly where you aim, there's only one choice. The Freedom Arms Model 83. Priced at $2,994, this is not just a revolver. It is a precision instrument that delivers custom rifle accuracy from a handgun platform. Built in Wyoming with tolerances measured in 0.010 of an inch, chambered in .454 Casull. The 4.75-inch barrel pushes a 300-grain bullet to 1,625 feet per second, generating 1,755 foot-pounds of energy, while holding sub-2-inch groups at 50 yards. The stainless steel frame is precision machined from solid billets. Every revolver is test-fired. Its legendary accuracy comes from perfect barrel-to-cylinder alignment and hand-fitted lock work. The single-action trigger breaks at a crisp 2.5 pounds with zero creep or over-travel. The adjustable rear sight and optional scope mounts turn this gun into a legitimate hunting tool. Where the Freedom Arms earns its reputation is reliability. While complicated rifle actions can jam, freeze, or seize up, the Model 83's simple, rock-solid mechanism keeps running no matter what. And the psychological effect? Instant. Anyone who knows guns recognizes the ultimate expression of craftsmanship. This is the revolver for the shooter who gets one shot and refuses to trust it to anything less than pure, mechanical perfection. Number 2. The Magnum Research BFR. BFR stands for Biggest, Finest Revolver. And it truly is. Chambered in .45-70 government, it represents something unprecedented in all of handgun design. This is a revolver that actually fires a full-power rifle cartridge, starting at only $1,200. This is arguably the most devastating handgun ever mass-produced, delivering performance that makes most rifles look downright inadequate. The .45-70 cartridge pushes a 405-grain bullet at 1,330 feet per second from its 7.5-inch barrel, generating an absolutely crushing 1,590 foot-pounds of muzzle energy. And that is just the beginning, because with modern high-pressure loads, the BFR can handle 500-grain bullets at 1,200 feet per second, a truly staggering accomplishment. This creates 1,600 foot-pounds of energy with penetration capabilities that exceed most rifle cartridges. The all-stainless steel construction shrugs off the enormous pressures generated by these rifle rounds. The BFR's intimidation factor is off the charts. Anyone who knows firearms recognizes that long cylinder. They immediately understand they're facing something that fires rifle ammunition from a handgun. The muzzle blast and recoil are unmistakable, creating a psychological shock wave you can't ignore. The single-action trigger breaks clean at 4 pounds, letting you place precision shots despite the recoil. What makes the BFR truly dangerous in the right hands is its unpredictability. Nobody expects rifle-level ballistics to come from a revolver, and that element of surprise is decisive. The massive wound channels created by .45-70 bullets are legendary with big game hunters. And that terminal performance doesn't change just because it's coming from a handgun. This is rifle power with pistol maneuverability, giving tactical advantages no long gun can match. Number 1. The Smith & Wesson Model 500. At the absolute summit of handgun power stands the Smith & Wesson Model 500. It is the most powerful production revolver ever manufactured. At $1,569, you are not just buying a gun. You are acquiring the ultimate expression of ballistic supremacy. A revolver that delivers more raw power than most hunting rifles while still fitting in a shoulder holster. The .500 Smith & Wesson Magnum cartridge is a ballistic monster. It pushes a 350-grain bullet at an incredible 1,975 feet per second. This generates over 3,030 foot-pounds of muzzle energy, a truly astonishing figure from a handgun. That is more power than 8.30-06 Springfield, and delivered from an 8.375-inch barrel. The X-frame construction required an entirely new metallurgical approach, with specs exceeding rifle actions. The compensated barrel tames felt recoil while creating a muzzle blast you can feel 50 feet away. The Model 500's accuracy is remarkable, delivering 3-inch groups at 50 yards with proper loads. The high-vis fiber optic front sight and adjustable rear sight give excellent visibility. The synthetic grips feature recoil-absorbing inserts that make this hand cannon surprisingly manageable. The double-action trigger pulls at 12 pounds, breaking to a clean 4.5-pound single-action pull. This lets you place shots precisely, even with the earth-moving recoil. But its true superiority over rifles lies in its psychological warfare capabilities. The intimidation factor is off the charts. This revolver fires cartridges developed because nothing else on Earth was powerful enough. The sound signature is unmistakable. The muzzle flash is visible in broad daylight. And the knowledge that you're facing something capable of 3,000 foot-pounds of energy is mentally crushing. While rifle shooters are worrying about wind drift and bullet drop, the Model 500 shooter is delivering point-blank devastation that makes those calculations irrelevant. This is the revolver that proves raw, unfiltered power will always trump tactical complexity. Conclusion: these 8 revolvers represent the pinnacle of handgun engineering, each delivering performance that challenges everything we thought we knew about stopping power and the intimidation factor of firearms. From German precision to American brute force, these guns prove that sometimes the most fearsome weapon is the one that fits in your hand but hits like a freight train. Which of these incredible powerhouses would earn a place in your personal collection? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below, and stay tuned for our upcoming review of the most powerful hunting cartridges that were deemed too dangerous for civilian use.